Hello creatives, welcome to the daily pick a card and birthday reading for September 17th. If you were born today after sunrise, you are a 7 of clubs. If you were born before sunrise, you're actually yesterday's card, which was an 8 of clubs. Okay, so I'm still doing these in my studio at home and really kind of grooving on the vibe here. I'm hoping you all are feeling it as well. And, we are doing some work around the house and some work up at the gallery. And so I'm kind of in between figuring out where I'm going to be doing these readings. But I think I'm going to be leaving it right here for a little while. Let me know if you're noticing any difference. I'm feeling a little more relaxed being in my home space. So, I feel like the messages are coming through in a little bit more enlightened way. But let me know what you think, and we'll all figure it out one way or another. But I'm loving it, especially on this 7 of Clubs day. Let's see what we've got. We're going to read each card individually, then all together for the collective. We're going to talk about the 7 of Clubs energy, the high vibe, the low vibe, what we might bump up into today, Virgo season, third decan, Venus. It's a Sunday. This is the power day if you want to be doing any manifesting for self. Then we're going to say happy birthday to the 7 of Clubs and see how you might be being invited into how to raise your vibration. Therefore, your energy to draw on when it comes time for manifesting. All right, let's turn over card number 1. We've got the 3 of Diamonds. This is in the upright position, and this one is an interesting card in that it is working a situation. This is taking full advantage. It's Mars related. So check your Mars position and see what you have there. What kind of energy is behind how you get what you want and what that means for you. So yes, working a situation. It is also the 3s, somewhat of a test card. So in this case, it would be a test of your values, what you're willing to let go of, what you're willing to work toward, what needs to go in order to make room for something bigger and better. It's always an upgrade with the 3s. You got to think of the 3s as being these little sprouts that are really susceptible to the elements and the dangers around. You could be eaten, you could be stomped on, you could die in an hour-long drought. It is very vulnerable to life. So it's always working really industriously to succeed. Just part of it. So that, if you pick card number 1, is going to sort of be your map for the day. Even though it's going to be a little piece of it for all of us, but that especially for you. Look at card number 2. Ooh, we got the Fate card in the upright position. So I am going to draw another card. Haven't had one of these in a while. So I just sort through fingers here. Ooh, we've got one in the upright position. Isn't that interesting? I wonder how that got flipped. Well, I'm going to take it and say that was meant to go. So it's the 10 of Clubs in reverse. Okay, so we've got some thinking to do here. Maybe a little bit of stinking thinking. The 10 of Clubs in reverse is really saying that there's not a lot of energy to put forth on what we need to do today. This is reward for effort. It is the ecliptic card. It is the magician card in the major arcana. And it's a card that's pretty happy doing what it needs to do. So in reverse, we're looking at some reluctance of doing what we need to do. So, all right, this is us not really feeling, well, worthy. It is us possibly wanting to self-sabotage. And what I'm getting here, because of the Seven of Clubs day, it could be just having this low self-esteem that might be coming through to hold us back. You know, maybe we're telling ourselves some stories that aren't completely true, just in order to, get what we desire instead of what we need. Always a good one for the ecliptic in a reversal. So, so what we need to do here is take this beautiful Sunday, this beautiful Seven of Clubs Sunday, and sort through what it is that we need to let go of. You know, maybe we need to just take some time out. Maybe we need to take a look at how we really make the most of our downtime. It really feels like that's part of what the connotations of this card is. Not so much the lower vibe, but to just take a look at how we are spending our downtime and what we do with that. Is that also, you know, feeling like we need to race against the clock, or, you know, put effort in when we're exhausted around something? Maybe we are being invited into just taking a look at that and making it okay to take an afternoon or a few hours into just settling down and, you know, getting a bowl of popcorn and watching a movie, you know, on a day that you could really be spending else otherwise. But you know what? Sometimes it's fun just to do something for yourself. I don't know why it's coming through feeling that way, but it definitely is. All right, let's look at card number 3. We've got the Six of Hearts. Love that this card is here. This is a beautiful, creative, rewards for effort as well kind of card. It is putting in the hard work and then reaping the rewards. It's a great card to find the balance of who you are at your emotional core. It is all about the emotions with this card. It is Venus led. So look to your Venus position and see what cards you have there. And we will be talking about those when we talk about the Seven of Clubs energy today, because there's something there in the chart for all of us to know as well that we can relate to. So the Six of Hearts is also the devil energy in the major arcana. So it's making good choices. It's making choices where you're very consciously aware of what you're choosing for your own good. And if you're choosing the ice cream over the apple, you're at least aware of it. It might be part of that downtime. Popcorn or ice cream? Yeah. And just allowing that to happen. You know, it is in the ebb of flow of life that these things come to us and that we need to really relax about a lot of the time and understand that there's a timely manner for everything to get worked through. And that's exactly what we have here. So, yeah, let's talk about the upright position of the Six of Hearts, because I think it's going to make a difference in the overall read of this. This is, that truth seeking commitment to self. It's you being able to understand your height of your emotional well balance when it comes to creating. And by creating, I mean anything, creating you in this life, not just being on a creative path as an artist, but being creative in your journeying in this lifetime. Okay, so that being said, what are we looking at today? So we've got this idea that, life's a hustle and you got to work hard and fast and keep on your toes with this Three of Diamonds card. But all of a sudden you come to a screaming halt and you're stuck. You're stuck on your path and we can't see the forest for the trees. It is just feeling overwhelmed and lost and understanding that, when was the last time I actually took a break to figure it out? When did I treat myself to walk around the park and get an ice cream and just sit and listen to the birds and whatever else is going on around you, watching the dogs and people having conversations? It's something in that taking care of yourself when you're lost that really can put you right back in the driver's seat of where you need to be emotionally. Taking a time out sometimes is the only key. So you're going to get that today. We all are going to get that today. It's Seven of Clubs day. It's a Sunday. This is all about self and your Saturn position. So look to see what you have there in Saturn. And you're going to look and you're going to see what this letting go, this hustle, this upgrade necessary, but you got to let something go is going to be about. So for the Seven of Clubs, it's that King of Clubs in the Saturn position. So you're going to be letting go of some limiting belief about yourself. It's necessary in order to become a different, better, more mature version of who you are. You knowing you. Saturn brings the gravity to things. We are in that third decan, Venus, sub-ruled Mercury, Virgo energy, where we have just come off a new moon. We are in the third day, I think. Yes, it's the third day after the new moon. So we're ready to see where we need to put some energy. So it's about letting something go today, something that could come through pretty aggressively with this club's energy. A lot of masculine energy here, and realizing that we're done. We just need to take that moment. We need to give ourselves a break and go and see what it is that we can just settle into for a little while. Don't need an agenda. We've got a time out for us. We're looking at the ecliptic as well with this. So what do you have? Well, the ecliptic for the day, for the Seven of Clubs, is that Four of Diamonds. It's finding stability within. It's a key diamond card. The four-sided diamond is there to ground, to add that weight of that Saturn energy that the seven Saturn connotations have. And today it's a Sunday, so this is all about self. It's us and who we truly know ourselves to be. So the thing about the sevens, we are looking at that 5 of diamonds in the sun position. Being Sunday, that is that 5 of diamonds. So it's us understanding what nugget is left over from all of this letting go, what the potential is in the day once we realize after this time out and we pick ourselves up and we get back into the grind, what we need to spruce on, right? Polish and grow and see potential to take it somewhere. That's us. That is our grounded core. Now remember, Saturn, 7 days of the week, Saturn is that groundedness. That is the diamond suit. So it adds that extra gravity to understanding what it is that we've got going for us at the end of the day. And that is where we're going to put the energy, where we need to nourish and nurture something about ourselves in order to get back on the right path. Okay, we can look to our Venus position as well and our Mars position. So for the Mars card for the 7 of Clubs day, it's the Jack of Clubs. Very high-paced, good energy that encompasses the aces, 2s, and 3s. So we have that availability of having that epiphany of self, how we're going to gather that knowledge. Same club suit, 7 of Clubs day, and we can use that to sort it through. We've got in the Venus position for the 7 of Clubs is that 2 of Clubs. So that is us making that connection, understanding the connection that we can take full advantage of, so that we can go right back to the moon position of the 2 of Clubs, see how you pull the thread, and that gets us in the 7 of Clubs chart, the Queen of Spades. The Queen of Spades is how you take care of you, taking care of everyone else. Very clean, very clear cut, no bullshit, just a well-grounded knowing, but having that ability to come through with that smoothness that is so delicious, with that Neptunian energy, with all the vitality of the 4s, 5s, and 6s in that spade suit. And the Queen position goes right back to the Neptune position, which is the 8 of Hearts. Okay, that's self-validating. That is us emotionally grounding into knowing exactly how to find it on the inside, using that no bullshit Queen of Spades. What's our catch-22? It's the 6 of Clubs. Yeah, I know. It's like that, trying to find the truth, always looking for the truth. Yeah, it's a restless, really wanting that outside validation for oversharing the truth. It's a tough one because you just think that you've got it going on. You just know it. You see it. You got that Queen of Spades, no bullshit knowing. You do. And out of your mouth it is. Before you can, whoa, it's done. Yeah. Okay. So, what's the lesson here? Take some time to sort it through. Or you're going to be finding yourself backtracking and trying to do the hustle of that Jack of Diamonds in the Rahu. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, it is interesting, isn't it? Being whatever card you are. So, on this Virgo energy, we could definitely have ourselves a really beautiful truth finding day here and figuring out exactly who we are at the core. All right, let's move on to the birthday. Happy birthday, Seven of Clubs. Excuse me. Let's see what you get for your creativity oracle and where you are being invited to take a closer look at how you might raise your vibration and therefore your energy to draw on when it comes time to manifest. Love that you get a little hummingbird here. This cheetah is really beautifully done too. All right. Courage. Have the courage to see the lessons in all situations and face them constructively. Yeah, you know, that lower vibration of a Seven of Clubs. And I can say this because I am one. I know exactly, the temptations of pulling on that victim or perpetrator or defender mode that is so easy to take on and use like a shield, when what you're really supposed to be doing is allowing some time to figure out how you are putting yourself in that position. So the courage here is to see the lessons in all of those situations that come up and to take that moment to face them so that you can, come out of this with a fresh, deep breath version of how to maybe go about something differently, more constructive. Because to operate from that victim, perpetrator, defender mode is putting you in that position of acting without thinking. It goes right back to that Six of Clubs and doing something before it's well thought out. So to look at it, take that time to really see how you are self-sabotaging with that behavior is going to give you that lesson that will take you so far. Beautifully long distance here with this card, because I'm always talking about that courage and to do exactly this, to dive deep, look at all of the everythings that need to be let go of, because that's another piece of today, isn't it? A piece of lifetime for the Seven of Clubs. As I said a few days ago, it is just like there's a certain desperation around the sevens to feel like they don't have much time. That seven is the death and dying card in Saturn. It's time to do it now before the lights go out. It's that feeling that you don't have enough time to really work it through, that you're kind of on the short version of things. So it's really trying to relax into the good part of that Six of Clubs, knowing that you are divinely led by that Two of Clubs in the Venus. You've got the time to look and see where you could be making a better connection in things, and having that courage and willingness to hold back before jumping in. Okay, let's see what we get for the Spirit and Nature card. The Nine of Hearts. Well, I'm glad to see that here because this is a beautiful reminder that we're all working through these past life notions and ideas that we brought with us from this lifetime and family DNA, just so ingrained. But the nines have this lovely, wonderful lightness of being around the whole situation that you can tap into. The Seven of Clubs has the Nine of Diamonds in the Mercury. So for you, being Virgo led your birthday today, and for all of us feeling that energy of this day, that Nine of Diamonds is also in that red connotation, that Fool energy, which, can be good. It can be just having that faith that something warm and creative and adventurous, right? Look at this as an adventure of individuality, you becoming more you through listening to the divine through that Nine of Diamonds. Same energy for the Nine of Hearts, but emotionally led. So see what planets, what cusp houses you have there, and really take a look into that. It's a little harder for the Nine of Hearts to come through for a Seven of Clubs in the K2 position because we're coming from that Four of Hearts connotation to that position. So it was stability, but in somehow there is some misinformation around that stability. Maybe it was more false than we know it to be. It could be certainly spiritually led as well, because the heart suit is your emotional connection to source. So I look at that Four of Hearts as having had a very happy, lovely stability in that lifetime, and then signing up for something completely different. Less stability in this lifetime because you need that in order to grow past the seven connotations of the end of the week, the seven inner planets, hungry, kind of desperate to get past that and into the outer realms of spirituality, that closeness that a Seven of Clubs craves. All right, well, there you have it. But for you this year, it's going to be a really lovely business for you to do. Anytime something comes up for you, you just got to remember to seek out that connection and allow it to come through. Take the time that you need. And yeah. All right. Best of luck to you. Let's see what you get for your Wishcraft card. Shield of Crystals. I am loved and protected. Well, that you are, and aren't we all? We just have to be reminded of that from time to time. So take some time today for yourself. Happy birthday. You've deserved it. Go have that ice cream in the park or anywhere else that you like, in front of the TV, whatever. You go do it for you. And take care and have a beautiful year. Everyone else, carpe diem. Let's embrace this. This is a very lovely message all around today, especially on our journey that we're doing so creatively with kindness and, of course, curiosity. All right. Thank you.